This is Racing29 Full or Saber Tempers. So this is going to be my first video in a very long time. So what I'm going to start with here is I'm using my iPad to record today. It will cause a lot of unfocusing, but we are going to be playing Total Miner Forge. This is going to be a script tutorial. So this will be my first one. I hope you guys enjoy. Rate, comment, and subscribe. So we'll start out by making a new script. We'll just get right to the point here. So we got to rename our script here. This is going to be on focused, and we'll be focused right about now. Now I'm using a USB keyboard, highly suggestible. We'll name this tutorial just for these purposes. Now, what we got for script in here, we have our if statements. We're not going to get into these yet. We have our blocks. We will work with blocks a little bit. We have environment. I don't really use environment. I know how to use environment, but this is one of the areas where I struggle in. We have history. Histories are they're my specialties. Inventory, I'm pretty decent with inventory. Marker. The markers I don't use, but I know how to use. We got our mobs. Spawn mobs. I just spawn them with the mob spawner. It's so much easier. Powers, I understand them. Scripts, I understand these, but I don't really use the script offsets very much. They can come in handy. I probably won't be teaching anybody that. That's more advanced. Zones are pretty simple, but I usually don't use them unless I'm going to make something special happen. We got other. For other, under the other place, we have add pickup. Right now this is bugged in the 2.1 or 2.2. I'm not sure what update we're in right now. We have our CCTVs. These are, I understand, we might get into them a little bit. We have our commit. Commit just makes the game try to focus on that specific script, so it will actually do what it said to do. Notify. These are used a lot in maps. Permissions. Teleports. I don't use relative teleporting very much. I use more of the player teleporting. We have our waypoints. I understand somewhat, but I'm kind of lacking in that section too. The comments are just to let people know what's going on. If you have other admins, you could use the comment command to let them know not to delete a script. This won't ever affect the game at all. This is just so you can delete this part right here, and then you could write whatever. So maybe, please don't delete this script. So now our admins know not to delete the script. In this tutorial I won't be putting that there because I don't really have any admins in my Mac right now. So I think what we'll start with first is the blocks, because that's the first up here. So we have our copy block. What copy block will do is it will allow you to copy one block from one place and put it in another place. That can be effective in some cases. I don't really use it. I just use the set block command. Right now this is bugged in this update too, but should be fixed in the next update. Copy region. I don't even pay attention to copy region. I do set region, and that's all you really need. Move block. Move block can come in handy actually a lot for animations. I will get into that a little bit. That's bugged this update too. That's what is bugged, not the copy block. My bad. We have our move region. I don't ever use move region because getting the coordinates right can mess up sometimes. So I just avoid it. We have our paste. I don't really use paste at all. I just load in my components. You don't need paste really. It's just there. Replace region. That comes in handy a lot. I will show you guys how to use that script. The set block will come in handy also. The set block is my favorite set region. I use that a lot too. Set text. This comes in handy for adding text to, let's say, books, avatars, and signs. Signs are a big thing in maps. I use set text a lot for them. The set texture ID, I will get into that. I don't really use it myself because you don't really need to change a lot of the things around your map besides blocks. At least I don't. Maybe for RPGs and that, yeah, I use a deathmatch. And I'll get into what the different types of games are later on. So, let's start with the set block command. We'll start, yeah, there we go. So, basically with the set block, you have your XYZ coordinates. You will change them to the coordinates of where you're placing the block. So, if I want the block to spawn at 100, 100, 100, I will type 100, 100, 100 in the XYZ. Whoops, I accidentally added that. Okay, 100, 100, 100. Now, there are color blocks, there's raw materials and stuff like that. For this purpose, at 100, 100, 100, we will add, let's say, red. We'll make a red block appear at 100, 100, 100. Because right now, my coordinates are right here. These are what I'm actually at. So I'll change these. So 546, 559. So 546, 559. And then you have to have the number in between. And I always memorize mine because it's usually always the same. So 201. So now that I have my first script here done, I'll run the tutorial script, and it should, apparently it didn't, place a block right here. We'll edit the script here real quick. 546, 201, 559. The script is running faulty right now, so I will find out what's going on here. There we go. Okay, I was in the way of it. It won't spawn if somebody's in the way of it. Now we have our red block here. We can change this to all sorts of different colors. Basically, I have the glass around me up here. I'll get rid of that. That's not necessary. We have our concrete brick. Here's some stone wall. There's all these other options for blocks. You can have your markers, grass shaded. If you play Total Miner, you know most of the blocks. So, I'll delete the tutorial script and I'll get rid of my red block here. Now we're going to lose focus momentarily. Probably. Okay, apparently we didn't. So over here, I use this right here with an if statement. So when I press this button, the gate turns green. The green block signifies that this gate is now open. So whenever I want to close the gate, and I press it, the gate now turns red right here, which signifies that this gate is closed. So basically, comparing Total Miner to Minecraft, it's 100 times better. The mechanics are not with circuitry, more or less. It is actually scripting. And instead of having to have all these sticky pistons and stuff like that move stuff around, you are being straight and direct, saying, move this from this coordinate and put it here, or add this into the game right here. Now, with my map, I have all these folders and stuff like that. I'll get into how to make them too later on. Right now, I have very few scripts. In my book, I have very few scripts. In reality, I have 162. So I have 162 scripts right now in this map. Most of them are going to be voting because I have a lot of voting sessions. Like right here, you vote for people to become admins and moderators and stuff like that. Then we have over here, we have our big giant voting section. For every 2 of these lines, or every one of these things with signs, there's a voting booth. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 voting booths here. They all take up a script. Now, I have an extra voting booth over here, which is 12, and then I have 6 here, so that's 18 different voting scripts. Now, if I go over here, I have all these people playing on my map, a whole 8 right down. Usually I get about 15, 16, but I restricted it to where I can only have 12 people, because a lot of people like to join the game, and whenever they're in the game, it lags out, because this game seems to be a bit laggy lately, and it makes your Xbox freeze a lot, but I'm sure that'll be fixed very, very soon. I highly recommend Total Miner if you don't have it yet, but I will be making another video very shortly. I'm hoping to get a video out a day, but if I don't do a video a day, it'll be a video a week, and that's most likely guaranteed because I definitely get a time during a week where I will be able to put out a video. I know I tried to clear up a lot very quickly, but I will be doing more advanced scripting in the very near future. Hope you enjoyed. This is just me trying to say I'm coming back to YouTube. I hope you guys enjoy. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.